What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy PXG Cash Howard, welcoming you to week 9 of the Worldwide Champions League Season 3. This week, fighting the boy Shane, coach of the Wilmington Crobats. And I'll say one thing about Shane: if there's one person, one of the few people like I really have a deep respect for, is Shane. I never got to battle him in season 1, so battling him in season 2 was kind of like my first foray into seeing how Shane can play, and Shane like destroyed me. So I've always watched him fight on Twitch. I've always been a big fan. You know, he kind of like what's the word I want to use? He has unique team, I guess I want to say. I'm not even sure what I'm even trying to say. I also love the fact that he has a habit of naming things after Final Fantasy characters. So with that alone, you got my respect. But that's that, and then this is the actual battles. So one thing I realized with Shane's team, and Shane himself knows this also, is that he has a big problem with hazards, as he has no way to remove them once they're actually on the field. So he knows what I'm going to probably be doing. As soon as he probably saw the screen and saw both Ferrothorn and BP Stink are both in the match, he knows at this point. He's like, oh god, here we go, another one. But yeah, we're gonna see how we do. I'm gonna bring him a fight. I'm gonna see if I can do much better than I did versus him last season, and probably better than I did last week, for that matter. So, week 9 of the Worldwide Champions League, the New York Nido Kings taking on the Wilmington Crobats. Alright, Shane issuing the challenge. So he leads off with the heavy, which is Agron. So I lead off with the boy, Miglu, the boy leaving me soon. I'm very sad. So he quickly withdraws. He knows for a fact Miglu got his number. Goes into Neptune the Vaporeon. So I hit him with the fake and go for a U-turn, which did a lot of damage. Oh, it was a crit. Those crits would have been helpful last week game, by the way. Just saying. So call out Platform Hell, the Ferrothorn. I also get a lot of people asking me what is this name. For those that don't see, Ferrothorn has spikes all over his body. It's every platformer's nightmare, like Mega Man, yeah. So he withdraws Neptune, goes back into the heavy. So bring out the rocks. We're gonna start the show pretty early. So, but that's all we're gonna do, because I don't know. Guess he might try to Thunder Wave me. Or maybe he's gonna hit me with Fire Punch, maybe? So, I'm hoping it's not Thunder Wave, and I may have made the wrong choice. It could have also been Earthquake. But I go into the boy, Coach R-type, and he goes for the Fire Punch, so it was kind of good. At my guess, I probably picked the wrong poke to take it, and it was a crit. Game, don't do this again. So, withdraw the Coach. Coach needs a breather. Go into the boy Wooper Gooby. Haven't seen him since the first few weeks. Go into the Heavy Slam. Wooper Gooby taking it like a champ. Wooper Gooby like, I'm sorry, did you just hit me? Recovers with leftovers. Withdrawing the Heavy. Going into Neptune Vaporeon. He probably thought I was in a Scald. I know. Hold this Earthquake. I'm not gonna click Scald until that thing is dead. I don't care. So, Neptune recovering with leftovers, as is Wooper Gooby. Right now, Wooper Gooby is a pretty good poke, as it blocks off the stabs from Agron. It blocks off Raiku's electricity. He's gonna be a very big team player right now. Bring out BP Sting. Vaporeon going for the Wish. I was predicting Toxic, which is another reason why I went into BP Stings, as it wouldn't affect it as it's a poison type. So we start the party again. Bring out the Toxic Spikes. Now, goes to the skull. Now, since I need to bring out all these spikes, I'm not vested like I was last week, so I'm not taking these special attacks really good. And he gets the burn. And his wish came true. His wish was probably to burn me. So, which is fine. It just means that my physical attacks ain't gonna do crap. So we'll continue with the party. Throw out some regular spikes. So now I have rocks. I have one layer of toxic spike and now one layer of regular spikes. I am not gonna live another hit of anything. So I decided to throw out one more layer of toxic spike. It will make the poison go from regular poison to toxic level poison. And Vaporeon wishing again upon a star. Not sure what it's gonna wish for because it can't burn me again. But BP Stinks goes down, but it's fine. Did his job, made the party happen. Out comes out the platform hell. He withdraws Neptune. Goes into Gaia. Who's Gaia? The Hippowdon. Hippowdon's such a good bulky poke. Now he's taking the rock damage, taking the poison, taking the spike. And this is what I was talking about. Go for the Power Whip. It is Rocky Helmet. But there goes Vaporeon's wish. So the Toxic continues to do effect. He goes and throws out his Stealth Rocks, knowing full well I can bring out Diancie. Otherwise I'd get an EQ to the face. I go for the Power Whip again. Tickle, tickle. That one was a crit. Get hurt by the Rocky Helmet again. The Toxic is doing its job. And unless he slacks off this turn, is it a guaranteed dead hippo. Platform help taking that Earthquake. Go for the last Power Whip. And Gaia goes down. Ooh, that Rocky Helmet damage. So he brings out Veilfor, which would be the Noivern. Noivern, another former member of my team from last season. He knows what berry I have, so he knows now full well he's gonna hit me with that flamethrower. And Platform Hell goes down. We're sitting at a 4v5 right now. Bring out the Moon Princess. You already know what time it is. Got the makeup on, we in there. Going for the Protect. I want to know what he's going to actually try to hit me with. Goes for the U-turn. He's actually just trying to hit me and leave. So that's not going to do much to me. Noivern not known for being a physical attacker. And it's Life Orb, so it's probably better for him just to have just outright left, I feel. Goes into Neptune, the Vaporeon. Gets hit by the rocks. Gets toxic by the toxic spikes. And a little bit of damage from the regular spikes. So, Moon Princess revealing the power of the moon. Hits it with the Moon Blast. Pretty much about less than half health. Recovered some. Yeah. Vaporeon sitting with less than half health. He's gonna withdraw. He probably would have died right outright. There goes, taking damage from the spike and the rock, not taking poison damage, obviously because it's a steel type. Go for the Moon Blast, which does a decent amount, especially for a non-crit. It lowers the special attack, like if he had any. I go for the Earth Power because it should be enough to kill, and if it, yes, and there it goes. Because if it did not kill, I would have been a dead Moon Princess. The Heavy goes down, we're tied at 4-4. Out comes out Raikou. Takes the damage from the rocks, the toxic, and the spikes. So we're starting off with the Raikou at about 90% health. So I withdraw and go into Wooper Gooby. whose unique water and ground typing makes a perfect matchup for this, as it doesn't hurt me. Takes the poison. So at this point I know he knows what I'm going to go for. And he goes into Vaporeon. Not sure if he... Oh, there goes the rocks again. And the spike. And I was going to go straight for the Earthquake. And Vaporeon goes down. We're at a 4v3. Now he goes into Happening the Breloom. Takes damage from the rocks, the poison, the spike. So Wooper Gooby is actually super weak to this. So I go into the Coach R-type. Gets damage from the rocks. Goes for the Spore. And the Coach is asleep. Takes damage from the poison. So I withdraw. Go back into Wooper. Because I want to test to see if he has a specific move or not. And there's the move I'm looking for. Rock Tomb. I do get the avoid. The poison is accumulating on Happening. He goes for it again. Not sure why, since I'm already slower than he is. Go for the Scald. So I'm not sure what his other moves are, because since he revealed Rock Tomb on him twice, and he had 2 opportunities to do so. Nope, he has the grass move. There's the Seed Bomb. Enough to kill Wooper Gooby. And we're looking at 3v3. Happening about to die next hit. Out comes out the boy Meagloo. Happening going for the Mach Punch. Meagloo's like, nah. So Meagloo goes away. Happening goes down. We're at a 3v2. Go back into the Moon Princess. Take some damage on the rocks. And my opponent is Raikou. Takes damage from the rocks. And the spike. He's applying that pressure. So I go for the protect, because if he is Specs, he'll be stuck on something. Alright, so he goes for Thunderbolt. Also at the same time, the Toxic does do a little more damage. Go for Thunderbolt again. And it is enough to kill the Moon Princess. I was kind of hoping to live that. So we're at a 2v2. So bring out the Coach. See if the Coach wants to be nice and actually wake up. Nope. Coach is still asleep. Raikou goes for the Thunderbolt, and it should be enough to kill the Coach. And it is. Coach died in his sleep. We're at a 1v2. Raikou about to die. I go into Meagloo. Go for the V-Create. The speed and the defenses drop. Raikou goes down. Is down to the 1v1. Therefore takes damage from the rocks. Obviously won't take damage from either spike as he's flying. He knows I'm scarfed. And because of the speed drop, he is faster than me. And there goes the air slash, and Miglu goes down. And it is a 1-0 with Shane winning.
And there goes the battle!
GG's to the boy Shane. I guess I kind of proved that I did better than I did last time around. Still, I don't even know what went wrong, honestly. I thought I actually had this in the bag a little bit. But, as we always say, that is what it is. We're now sitting at a 4-5 record. Next week, we'll be fighting the boy. The current reigning WWCL champion in the boy CB and the Brooklyn Caesars. CB already knows. He's holding my belt for me warmly because I'm coming for it. You already know. Look at the Phantom. He's even prepared. He even has a belt already. He's prepared. So thank you guys so much for watching as per usual. I do appreciate it, and I hope I will see you guys next time. Laters.